Favourite though is Dooney's Gate. From 6-1 is into 5-1. Willie Mullins and Ruby Walsh teaming up there. Hoopy 8-1, 9-1 Lock and Lacquer, 10 Casey Supreme, 12-1 then Oscar Time. We've got a host of horses on 14-1. Ask the Master, Glenquest, Siege Master, the
first to show, taking them on the run towards the first. Gunga Goo is prominent on the outside, and these are being tracked by Leanne, with Paddy Pub and Rathmore Castle just behind the leaders. And Gunga Goo has jumped to the front now to lead them by a few lengths, taking them on towards the second. Paddy Pub is on the outside, being followed by Leanne, Rathmore Castle, and then Lassie Viren. Bring Back the Biff is just behind them, with towards the inside, jumping up a place or two, Dashing George. They make the run on now towards fence number 3, taking them down the far side, and it's Gunga Goo and Keith Donoghue who show the way from Paddy Pub, who touched down in second place, being followed by Lassie Viren, Leanne, and just in behind these is Rathmore Castle, who's towards the outside. And just in behind these leaders, taking them on towards the next, Lord Chilabino. So they're over fence number 4 and taking them on to the first of the ditches. Gunga Goo is the leader. Lord Chilabino has made ground now to join issue with Paddy Pub and then Leanne. These are being tracked by Lassie Viren, Bring Back the Biff and Rathmore Castle, Dashing George, Pom Teepee and Siege Master. They're all close in behind. So they race over the first of the ditches now and make their way to the fence before the straight, where it's Gunga Goo who's the leader from Lord Chilabino, Paddy Pub, and these are being tracked on the inside by Leanne. And then comes Dashing George and Bring Back the Biff with Rathmore Castle towards the outside as they make their way now across on the approach towards the straight. And the leader is Gunga Goo, showing in front of Lord Chilabino, who's in second place. Then comes Leanne in third. Paddy Pub is 4 and Dashing George on the inside, being followed by Siege Master, Rathmore Castle, Bring Back the Biff, Pom Teepee just in behind these leaders. Glen Quest right out towards the outside of the leaders, taking them on now to the fence. That'll be the last next time in the Paddy Power, and it's the top weight Gunga Goo and Keith Donoghue from Paddy Pub on the near side. Lord Chilabino is third, Dashing George 4, and then comes Leanne 5. Rathmore Castle, Bring Back the Biff, Siege Master, Lassie Viren, Pom Teepee, and then Casey Supreme. These are being followed towards the outside by Glen Quest. And just in behind these, taking them on the run away from the stands, is Polmar in company with New Bay Prop. And then comes Dooney's Gate and Ask the Master with Old Cy. Nick Dios comes next, and they're being followed by Oscar Time as they make their way on now to head away from the stands and begin the run now towards the next fence. And over in front is Gunga Goo, who is the leader, being followed by Lord Chilabino, Paddy Pub and Dashing George. Then comes Siege Master, Lassie Viren towards the inside, followed by Leanne with Pom Teepee. As they go towards the next, Plaisir d'Estraval is just behind that group, as they continue on now to make the long run to take them into the back straight. And it's Gunga Goo who still leads Lord Chilabino. Dashing George is next, being followed by Siege Master with Paddy Pub in 5th place towards the outside of Lassie Viren, Leanne. Pom Teepee comes next, and they're being followed by Nick Dios, who's improving. And then comes Bring Back the Biff with Rathmore Castle just in behind. As they continue on towards the next, Plaisir d'Estraval is towards the inside. So over that fence and now taking them towards the final mile, Gunga Goo leads Lord Chilabino. Dashing George third on the inside. They're followed by Paddy Pub with Rathmore Castle, Leanne and Glen Quest improving on the outside. Pom Teepee is just in behind them, and they're being followed by Polmar, who's towards the outside. Tracking this group is Siege Master on the inner. Pom Teepee is next, and then comes Lassie Viren. And Plaisir d'Estraval is just in behind that group as they continue on now to jump the next and race right across from the stands, where Gunga Goo continues in front, Paddy Pub second, Lord Chilabino. Dashing George is next with Rathmore Castle, and then comes on their outside Glen Quest. Bring Back the Biff, Old Si is next, and then towards the inside is Orpheus Valley. Parsons Pistol was a faller there at that one. Racing on now to the next on the far side, Gungadoo from Paddy Pub, Lord Chelabino, Glenquest on the outside. Then comes Dashing George, and just in behind them is Bring Back the Biff, being followed on the outside by Old Si, who's trying to improve, and just in behind them is Polmar with towards their inside Siege Master, and then Plaisir d'Estraval, Ask the Master, Nikios. They're very tightly grouped over that. Orpheus Valley is just in behind, tightly grouped now, heading across towards the second last, and it's Paddy Pub who leads from Old Si on the outside, with Leanne making good ground on the outer. These are being followed on the inside by Lord Chelabino, with Oscar Time in the centre, and it's now Paddy Pub from Leanne. Oscar Time, Ask the Master. Lord Chelabino is just in behind them, with Siege Master and Plaisir d'Estraval as they race round the home turn now. And the leader, as they come off the turn, is Oscar Time, coming there for Robbie Power. On the far side, Paddy Pub. Then comes Ask the Master, staying on ahead of Leanne. And Lord Chelabino coming down now to the final fence. And it's Oscar Time and Robbie Power over in front of Paddy Pub and Ask the Master. A break to Siege Master, Leanne and Lord Chelabino. Oscar Time is out in front now as they begin the run up to the final 200 yards. And Oscar Time and Robbie Power are well clear and going to win this for Martin Lynch. The Paddy Power will go to Oscar Time, who wins by 6 from Siege Master, Leanne, Paddy Pub, and then came Ask the Master, followed in by Hold the Pin.